The low number of the earthquakes in the recent days in the Svartsengi volcanic system of the Reykjanes Peninsula in the Iceland indicates that there is little movement due to the lateral displacement of the magma. What we are seeing as tremors, even those small amounts aside, is mostly due to the bad weather, as you can see here on these seismograms. Magma accumulation, on the other hand, is continuing, but is not reaching the threshold of 23 million cubic meters that we need for that. The volume of the previous eruption, that was that amount. We have to surpass that, and we are not still there. And even if we reach that, we have to wait a few more weeks. This is due to the necessity of shaking of the magma. Magma is a non-Newtonian fluid, like ketchup. It needs earthquakes to become more fluid and flow. And in the absence of that, the hazard due to the eruption, imminent eruption, is unchanged. It stays the same. And this is what the Icelandic Meteorological Office has said. I predicted that the eruption will be in the early December, and unlike what Meteorological Office on that time said, my prediction, it seems, is coming true. The Icelandic Meteorological Office has updated this prediction. The magma movement leading to eruption, it's very likely that it will not happen in the November. We will not have the eruption in the November. December is the likely date for that. So the eruption, if it happens, may happen in December, even closer to the Christmas than we may think. Probably we will have a Christmas eruption. I played that other video, and you can listen to my prediction on that time. Although everyone is waiting for the next eruption in the Sundhnúka crater chains of the Reykjanes Peninsula of Iceland, at the moment the level of the earthquakes is low. We can see it at the depth that there is not much earthquakes under the Blue Lagoon, Svartsengi and Grindavik areas, although we have lots of seismic activity in the clear forward where the Kristavik volcanic system is. We need earthquakes for the magma to be able to flow. That's a non-Newtonian fluid. And we know that the magma is there. The magma needs to flow. And is at the moment is accumulating, just adding to the mass underground, lifting the earth crust slightly. We can measure it by the GPS satellites. And when we plot them, and I will show you here, this is the Icelandic Meteorological Office. Previously was from the University of Iceland. You can see that. And if we extrapolate based on the previous eruptions, from this point onward, we come to the conclusion that the next eruption will be by the early December. Icelandic Meteorological Office believes it will be maybe next eruption will be around the late November. My belief is that probably it will be around December and onward, early December. That's the extrapolation based on that curve that they showed. That means the shaking of the magma will create an eruption. We will have something like what we had previously in that area. Of course, that will be a time that we will have snow on the mountains, and a chain of craters may form. Building up of pressure is high. We may have something like what we had previously. The risk assessment stays the same. The only practical risk is that people may fall in the cracks and crevices in the Grindavik and the surrounding areas. And the summary as presented by the Icelandic Meteorological Office is this. Of course, end of November is their assessment. My assessment at the moment is the early December, based on the extrapolation from the previous eruptions that we have, and I plotted it on that diagram. I showed it. I believe that the next eruption will be in December, early December probably, most likely. We need still a lot of magma to build up and the land to rise. Every time it's getting more difficult. Eventually this eruption will happen, but after that we think, and I believe in that, in 2025, probably we'll have eruption in the Kristavik volcanic system. it may get activated. We see a lot of activity in that area, and I will also make a video later about that.